TNT Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
This is Rashad Penny. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The Seahawks ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
On second down, here's Penny.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And
now it's Wilson.
First down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, well, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
2nd and 6 on the Seahawks' 40-yard line.
On second down, Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
By Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And 2.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And Elliott Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult pull to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now Wilson on 1st down. They go screen pass to Hyde. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At their
off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up.
And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Intercepted.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
They start the drive with Elliott, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Got some room at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
on 3rd down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Elliott's the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's a 45-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
On the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no? Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 40, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 82 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a loose football.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get...
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 36 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
Point conversion.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
At their own 33.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The wide receiver.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Airing it out for Olsen. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Greg Olsen. 49 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go one more. 54.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 81 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Airing it out for Olsen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
A gain of 50.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 58 yards. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the...
Randy Gregory on the stop. Result of the play is a turnover.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4 yards on the pickup.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
26-yard line.
Run for Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Chris Jones on.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
15. 1st down, Seattle.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And all the way down to the 39. A big play here for the Cowboys. 45 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Number 20, Tony Pollard.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Oh, boy. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
At the 25-yard line.
First down, Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
It's now 3rd and 15.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
And that one... it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Jamal Adams.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Check. Crunch. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 now. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
They go to Elliott again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
54.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Pass, there he goes, left side.
For this.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 29, Seahawks 19.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10. At their
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Today's final score.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.